fish supper, he went fishing all alone, due to the fact that he is all alone. He cut a hole in the ice and dropped in his fishing line. Soon he pulled out a big fish, for Pierre was a great fisherman.
How great was he? Sean, how great was he?
He was really great. Pierre went home and cooked his fish, like Jacob. He put the red cloth on the table, and he sat before the fire to eat his fine fish supper. In quotations, "I wish there were someone here to share my supper," thought lonely Pierre Bear.
You know bears pull seals out of holes that are too small for the seals?
Shut up, Brooksy.
Break like all the bones trying to get it out.
Oh That's the point, though.
Stop talking about things that are not nice. I'm already going to have nightmares tonight.
It's okay, at least it's not, you know, attached to his anus.
Then Pierre climbed between the soft furs that were his bed. Interesting. He went to sleep and dreamt a happy dream. He dreamt that he was with a lot of other bears who were laughing and singing and never lonely.
He doesn't know what
this is a little depressing.
Zombie stormtrooper.
Next morning, when Pierre Bear looked in his cupboard, he saw that he needed more food. Haven't we all been there before? Bear. So he took his big rifle and headed for the wild woods to hunt the terrible moose, the biggest, wildest animal of the north. There he is, looking in his cupboard, finding he has no food.
I'm not a fan of this book, Sean.
I did not rate it.
Oh my god!
Okay.
He's got a fucking rifle!
It's a bear.
Now we can't put this on YouTube. Pierre walked across the snow until he found the huge tracks of the terrible moose. Then he blew a moose call on his moose calling horn.
What does a moose call sound like, Sean?
And a huge, terrible moose came crashing through the woods. His antlers were enormous.
Does anybody...
His hooves beat like thunder as he charged for Pierre, but the brave little bear was not afraid. He shot him. Bang! And the moose fell dead, for Pierre was the bravest hunter of all the north. Look at the scared moose.
This is real!
Yeah, this is real life, guys.
This is really, really terrifying.
This really happened?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I just saw the picture!
Pierre took his moose home, and he made a moose stew, and moose pie, and moose cake, and 13 jars of minced moose meat. His cupboard was full, and he wished that he had someone to help him eat all that good food.
The moose just wanted to be his friend.
From the moose antlers, he made a big hat rack to hang upon the wall.
That's the picture I saw!
Pierre hung his hat on one of the antlers. Somebody else's hat should hang on the other antler, thought the lonely bear.
Maybe the moose's
Look
hat.
at the dead moose.
This is a children's book.
Then one day it came time for Pierre Bear to take the furs he had hunted all season to the trading post to sell. He piled them on his sled and went off on the long journey through the woods. He wore his red hat and his best snowshoes.
Why did he wear snowshoes? Doesn't he have paws?
Because he was interesting. The trading post was a jolly place, and the traders greeted Pierre merrily.
What's
they
merrily?
Counted his furs, they weighed the skins, and they gave him many dollars for them.
How's merrily?
For some reason, every page is marked with a date. I don't know why, but it is.
Really?
Mostly. Pierre went to a store to sell his dollars. No, I'm sorry, spend his dollars. From a pleasant
dollar for sale.
From a pleasant lady bear, he bought some pans to cook with. I need a guitar to sing to, for I live alone, said Pierre. So he bought a guitar.
That's why he kills things.
There is something else I need. Now what can it be, said Pierre. If you live all alone, you need company, said the lady bear. She's right, thought Pierre.
Take her home. Take her home. Woo her. This is so fucked up.
So the very next day, Pierre Bear made the lady bear his wife. Oh?
What? Are you serious?
Because they had to wait until marriage, guys.
Wait, are you serious? It says that.
Yes. I'll show you in a second. He tucked her into his sled, wink wink, with his new guitar and his pots and pans, and away they went over the snow to his cabin.
His guitar and his pots and pans.
It gets better. It gets better.
Oh, God.
It was very nice to have Mrs. Pierre Bear around the cabin. She hung her bonnet on the new hat rack, and it looked very gay. She cooked a fine supper in the new pots and pans.
Sean, is this real life? Do bears get married in a day?
I think those
Yes,
drugs
it's
were
very
just
gay.
kicking in.
When Pierre strummed his guitar and sang, Mrs. Pierre giggled and clapped, and so they lived happily all year long. Then one day...
Did a moose kill her?
Then one day...
Uh-oh. Guys, the plot's thickening.
Then one day, spring came to the north. The snow melted and dripped from the windows. Wild flowers bloomed on the roof of the cabin.
And then a moose came in and killed everyone.
Revenge.
A bull came and
Revenge.
smelled them. And then the moose rose from the dead.
But, best of all, Spring bought a little baby bear to Mr. and Mrs. Pierre Bear.
Bob, Bob. Yeah.
John, where'd it come from?
Spring Cape brought
That's
it.
for another
Storm
video.
brought it.
He was round and funny and full of fun, and oh how they loved him. Now Pierre never goes fishing alone, for the baby bear goes with him. I like to point out that Mama Bear has another bear, stuffed bear, next to the bear. Why would she give a stuffed bear to another bear?
That's like getting
That's like getting a human centipede.
No, that's like having a baby doll.
John, really?
Having a baby doll.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, it's a real stuffed bear.
Gay.
When the snow falls, Pierre pulls the baby bear on his little red sled. That rhymed. One day, Pierre Bear decided he needed new fur coats for the whole family.
Uh-oh.
So he and little Pierre paddled in their little boats through the thundering ocean to the place where the fur seal lived.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's gonna club a seal. He's gonna club a seal.
Why didn't you just shoot his cousin?
Oh.
They hunted for the biggest, wildest, furriest seal.
Furry?
They found him,
What did he sound like?
and they shot him.
What did he sound like?
No!
Bang!
And then go club
For
some
Pierre
babies,
and little Pierre, we're two great hunters.
Oh my god!
I don't like this book. This is not nice.
We have to read
fan film.
we have to read the copyright.
Pre-show.
They took the seal skin back
Give
to
it
their
to J.
cabin.
Chris.
Pierre dried the skin and cut it into sleeves and such. Then with her bone needle, Mrs. Pierre sewed them all coats. They tried them on in front of the mirror. What handsome coats! Oh, sorry. What handsome coats, said Pierre to his wife.
What happened to his voice for a second?
He went through puberty.
Again. They should be, said Mrs. Pierre proudly, for you are the two great hunters of all the North. Apparently that's the end.
What's the copyright date, may I ask, if you can find one?
That much more.
That was so fucked
I was
up.
like, he was lonely. Oh, now he's not lonely.